Hey guys, what is up? It is True Killer 360 here, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the Sony, the interview, North Korea, that whole mess that's going on. So basically, if you guys haven't heard anything about this, I'll give you a little bit of background. Sony was planning to release a movie called The Interview, and in the movie, Seth Rogen and James Franco were supposed to go assassinate North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un. And basically, North Korea wasn't really happy with that. It's probably like the leader, probably Kim Jong Un, maybe have seen that, and he's not really happy because in North Korea, they kind of everybody looks up to Kim Jong Un. He's like the dictator there. He tells you what goes, and basically have a movie out there in the world that basically has him being killed. It really isn't good within their society, I guess. At least for Kim Jong Un, he's practically brainwashed everyone, which I mean it really sucks. But just to have something like that come out, and if it would just happen to get leaked in maybe North Korea or something, that would create a mess for him. So he wants to kind of like get rid of all of that. And basically, what happened was Sony was actually hacked, and Sony pretty much their emails, a lot of emails got out. Sony got into quite a bit of crap with all these emails that came out, and the CIA actually pointed it towards North Korea, saying that it was North Korea was the one who hacked Sony and released all these emails and stuff. Now, these emails were about anything and everything, and Sony was actually I don't know, kind of scared because the hackers, I guess, came out and said that the emails were just the first part. If they were still going to release stuff, that it was going to get even worse, and they were going to release more or hack more stuff on December 25th, which is Christmas. And Sony actually decided to pull the movie out. They didn't want it going everywhere. But before they did that, they told movie theaters not to, if they didn't want to, they didn't have to show the movie, because there was rumors that if you would show this movie in your theater, it would kind of turn out like a 9/11 kind of attack, maybe on the movie theater. And Sony didn't want to be I don't know, like blamed for that, so they're like, okay, we're just going to stop. We're not going to release it. And Sony actually came back out. Sony's really been criticized because they did this because they didn't want the hackers to win. They still wanted Sony to release this movie, and Sony, I believe it's rumored, I believe I saw it on New York Times earlier, that Sony is thinking about releasing it for free on the app Crackle. And that would be kind of nice, just to be able to put the movie out there. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Sony. I don't know if they're still going to get hacked if they release it. They probably will, but we'll just have to see what's going on there. And I really don't get why North Korea is making such a big deal out of this, because I mean there's probably been a ton of movies where this has happened. It's just one little I guess when I'll say little now, but when everybody else saw like the Interview movie, they just kind of looked at it, thought the movie's going to be terrible. It looks terrible, and that's really what it is. It's just a bad comedy. But North Korea was like, we don't want this out there. They took it maybe a little too far, and now that I believe that movie is probably going to be one of the most watched movies. I don't want to say of all time, but it's going to be watched a ton because of all this publicity that's getting, and it sucks for Sony that they're not going to get any money out of it, because if they just release it on Crackle. Now, I don't know if Crackle's paying them or not, but, just all the money that they can make into this. Now, when I was looking at some stuff, I looked at, like, how much money they had actually put into this movie when they said that they weren't going to put it out. And at that moment, the movie had already put... Sony had already put $43 million into this movie, and just for them to be like, we don't want to put this movie out anymore, we don't want anybody to see it, was kind of a shocker. I know $43 million's kind of pocket change to Sony, but still, that's $43 million. You could do quite a bit with that. You could make some pretty good movies with that. And I thought it was pretty surprising when they came out and said that. Now Sony's getting a lot of crap from a lot of people, and saying that don't do this, put the movie out, don't let the hackers win. And I know George Clooney is really, really voting for Sony to still release the movie. He started like a petition, and a whole bunch of celebrities did also, to get the movie online. But anyways, it's pretty scary to see where all this is going, because North Korea hacking Sony, that just shows kind of the security that other like big companies may have. And I know Sony, I don't think they're based out of the U.S. I think they're a Japan company. Correct me if I'm wrong. But just how big Sony is here, how big their company is, and how much I don't know, you see it within the U.S., that could really hurt them a lot with all these leaked documents and stuff. And, North Korea being able to step up and do something like this is pretty crazy as well. Because, if Sony were to let North Korea win, I guess, quote-unquote win, and not put the movie out at all, that could really hurt. And North Korea can kind of see that, and then they can go out and maybe try hacking other big like companies, like even like Microsoft and other big companies like that. And they could even try attacking just like the US, and by doing that they could attack like the CIA and stuff like that. There they can release emails, documents, and all this other stuff, and that could really hurt the US in the long run. And I hope Sony stands up, and like I said, that it's rumored that the interview is going to go on Crackle for free, so I pray that they do that. I hope they still release it, and I hope they just put the movie out there and say whoever wants to show it in their movie theater, go ahead and show it. And yeah, there's all of that. And there's also another film, I don't know what it's called, but it was pulled as well because it featured something like the interview where they were going to kill Kim Jong-un. I want to say it was a cartoon. I am not 100% sure. I only saw one article about it, but it was pulled also. And with all this publicity and stuff that North Korea is going to get like butthurt over the simplest movies, even an awful comedy. I could see a lot more movies being like this, and I can see North Korea trying to do something. And North Korea was actually getting their war efforts together. They were they're ready for like an attack on the US. And just looking at North Korea, seeing how tiny they are compared to the US, seeing how much stronger the US is, we kind of shrug and say, oh well. But one missile, say just one missile shot from North Korea, say that landed in New York City, you just killed thousands of people. And that would be war, and we could literally just drop a nuke on North Korea and it'd be gone forever, because I'm pretty sure we have bombs the size of their country. But people don't want that. They really, all they want to do, I'm sure if the US would go to war with North Korea, they would basically try to take out their leaders and then try unbrainwashing everybody that still lived there. And this could all go down a really, really long road. I kind of got off on a little rant here with the war stuff, but yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Are you guys going to go see the movie? I really, really want to see it. I hope they put it out still. And yeah, just tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you think. Do you think it was North Korea that hacked them? Do you think the Sony should still put the movie out? Are you going to go see it, like I said? And I think that's all I have for this video today, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day, and peace out.